Coming to you live on this Tuesday night, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves here at their home, Target Center. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. Clark, some players are notoriously fast starters. Some take time to settle in. Which camp did you fall into?
Kevin, I was a fairly quick starter. Training camp in the preseason was an opportunity, if I wasn't hurt, to really get ready for the start of the regular season. So I tried to jump out of the gates quickly, and in my short career, I did that.
Here's Knight, and he can't bank that one in. Unloads from 13. Lee gets the bucket.
And how about the no hesitation shot? He barely had to think about it.
Outside Knight. Pass to Person. Down to 5 on the shot clock. In the corner, Battier with it. Knight, that's a two-pointer. It's rebounded by Kevin Garnett. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Here's Serbiak. He's guarded by Battier. Pass to Jackson. Over Person. Here's Garnett. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And the arms of Garnett go on forever. And that length makes him a problem on the offensive glass.
Defense doing just enough right there. Sometimes that's all you need.
Serbiak passes to Garnett. And here's Jackson. Lee outside. From the arc. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Garnett. Grizzlies have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Lee against Person. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Got the benefit of the whistle on that play.
This is his first free throw of the game.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Person. And so Person nails both of them. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's Hudson. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Arnett surveying the defense. Shot clock at 6. There's Lee with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Last time they met was in Memphis.
And really just a bad loss. No other way to put it. I mean, they maybe overlooked some of the bench players because those reserves got loose offensively.
I agree with you. I mean, the points off the bench, that disparity was decisive. You got to have all hands on deck for this one.
And it's good, 2 points.
Boy, really nice job to take what the defense was giving him there.
Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Garnett with a screen on Knight. Inside. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
Here, I got a question for you. How do you guard Garnett in the pick and roll? He can drive, he can spot up, he can make the extra pass. Basically, KG can do just about anything in this set.
And so here's Memphis. Following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Gasol, a screen on Lee. Lee with the steal. Beyond the arc. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. And here's Knight. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Right outside. Back to Knight. Wright sets a screen for Knight. 5 on the clock. A wide open look here for Wright. That one rolling around and rims out. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Jackson finds Lee. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Knight passes to Wright. Gasol on the wing. Pass to Person. Memphis moving that ball around. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kevin Garnett. The Grizzlies shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
For the Grizzlies, Paul Gasol taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
And let's face it, every point matters in this league. You have to take advantage of these freebies.
Hudson the pass to Lee. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
That high release point for Garnett really helps him. Feels like nobody can block his shot inside.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at the Timberwolves, 3rd best record here in the early going. And, of course, the Grizzlies, 4.5 games behind. Battier outside, pass to Person. Battier outside. Outside Gasol. Shot clock at 5. Basket good. Gasol's got 5.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And for the Grizzlies, they come in off a good outing against the Bulls.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
Here's Person after the basket by Minnesota. Outside Gasol. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's Hudson. Still yet to score. And a wide open look for Lee. Hands it from downtown.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Battier. Gasol dishes to Battier. Here's Person, covered by Lee. Memphis moving that ball around. And Wright kicks to Gasol. Here's Person. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Hudson the pass to Garnett. Pass to Lee. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Person the pass tonight. Now Gasol. Down low. Here's Wright. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Free throw drops for Wright. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Timberwolves leading by 6. Here's Hudson. He has yet to score. Here's Lee outside. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Hey, you got to take those long-range looks when they come your way. Don't wait.
Pass to Person. Outside Gasol. Person kicks to Gasol. Here's Person from downtown. Good on the triple. Person's got 5 points so far.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. pass to Gill. Grizzlies with the rebound. Outside Knight. Now here's Gasol, defended by Trent. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Timberwolves leading by 6. Here's Brandon. Really had an off game against the Pacers. Never really got into his rhythm. Here's Giracek. Here's Wright. And he banks in the layup.
Hey, you'll take as many high percentage looks as you can get.
Minnesota's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
And so it's Memphis with it, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Wright. It's rebounded by Wood. Wright's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Gill. Scoreless thus far. Here's Brandon. He's covered by Watson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, Brandon goes about his business in a very quiet way, but he always gets the job done. He never calls attention to himself, never gets flustered. There's a calmness to his game that you have to admire.
And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Watson surveying the D. Pass to Gasol. Over Smith. It's rebounded by Wood.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Brandon, the pass to Trent. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Gasol. Down it goes, his 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Minnesota calls timeout. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
.143 left in the first. Pass to Gill. Here's Strickland. He's covered by Watson. And the call will be against Drew Gooden. That is his first foul of the game. Trent with it. Clock at 6. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here.
I don't like that decision there on the entry pass. Not with the defender right there ready to pick it off.
Pass to Gooden. Good work defensively by Smith. Timberwolves leading by 8. Here's Woods. Smith outside. To the middle. And he jams it with authority.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Here's Watson. Following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Pass to Giracek. Gill with the rebound. Minnesota's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Here's Strickland. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Smith. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And so it's Minnesota enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we'll be right back after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a comfortable margin for the Timberwolves here, guys.
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Here's Strickland. When you compare the numbers from the 80s, mid-90s to today, scoring, grade, and pace is down. Why?
Well, I think the game has become dominated by big men, and so that lends to slowing it down, trying to grind out wins.
Here's Watson following the 3 by Minnesota. Strickland grabs the board.
No such thing as an easy bucket most of the time in the NBA, but I'm surprised he missed that.
Timberwolves passing it around. Jackson down low. Gooden defending. Here's Strickland. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
The Grizzlies trail by 15. And here's Watson. Still scoreless. Pass to Owens. Here's Swift. Now here's Gooden over Jackson. And that one's good by Gooden.
Well, he acted before they could react. Defenses have to be alert to that.
Timberwolves leading by 13. Brandon the pass to Smith. And here's Jackson. Lee outside. Lets it go with the three. Owens with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Swift. Now here's Watson. Swift the pass to Owens. 5 on the clock. Here's Gooden. Off target from outside. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Over in the corner, Lee. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. 16 points for Clutch.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Some changes here for the Grizzlies. Gasol's checked in for Gooden. Person comes in for Owens. And Knight subbed in for Earl Watson. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Giracek. Back to Knight. Here's Swift. Now Gasol. Guarded by Jackson. From 10 feet out, and it's off the back rim. No good. Lee against Person. Lee gets the bucket.
You know, that's exactly how they wanted to run that possession, guys. Beautiful.
And here's Knight. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They trail by 18. They host the 76ers after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Gasol inside. Jackson on him. Shot clock at 6. Minnesota with the rebound. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Lee outside. Garnett. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Timberwolves lead by 20.
Somebody better tell these guys blocking out. That's KG.
Here's Giracek. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Bulls in Chicago. Memphis moving that ball around to end the run. Garnett grabs the board. Garnett's got 9 rebounds now tonight. There's Lee with the 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Gasol's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside Knight. Pass to Swift. Outside Gasol. No good on that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Here's Serbiak. Here's Brandon. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Grizzlies trail by 20. Knight kicks to Gasol. Here's Person, headed by Serbiak. Person, the pass to Gasol. Now here's Wright. Back to Watson. Knight finds Gasol. The Grizzlies with another miss. Here we go, one-on-one. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
Now, here is Knight. He had 10 points in the win against the Bulls in Chicago.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. So it's the Grizzlies now. Up top, Knight. Pass to Watson. Outside, Gasol. Back to Watson. Gasol, a screen on Hudson. 5 to shoot. Watson, the pass to Gasol. And finished off by Gasol.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
So it's the Timberwolves now. The Grizzlies making the shot. And Garnett misses.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Watson up top. Nothing on the board. Outside Gasol. Pass to Knight. Tries a 3. Rebounded by Hudson. Timberwolves leading by 20. To the paint. Here's Garnett. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Garnett's got 10 points.
Defense playing Garnett nice and close inside, but he flexes some muscle and gets through to his finish anyway.
Now Watson. Pass to Gasol. Over Trent. Rebound, Minnesota. Garnett's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Hudson. He's covered by Watson. Here's Serbiak. Rejected by Gasol.
And that block was all about timing, making sure he didn't foul while also protecting the rim.
He gets it in there.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now, here's Watson. Gasol looking around. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
He absorbed all the hits and finished anyway.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And I know he's got to be upset at himself for shooting so poorly at the line. So I would think he'll be doing everything he can to bring those numbers up.
That free throw good from Gasol. Timberwolves on offense. They're on a 16-7 run. Peeler passes to Garnett. Over right. Garnett can't get it to go. The Grizzlies trail by 21. Battier dishes to Gasol. Pass to Person. Back to Gasol. Wright sets a screen for Gasol. Down low, Kevin Garnett with the steal. Out to the right wing. Here's Serbiak. Knocks down the three ball. Serbiak's got 5.
Yeah, how about the range there from Serbiak? He doesn't hesitate when pulling from outside.
And so Knight will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. And it's Wright atop the key. Gasol, a screen on Hudson to the middle. The rebound by Garnett. Garnett's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Driving to the basket. Pass to Hudson. There's the pick. The 3. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Gasol up top. It's back to Battier. 6 to shoot. Gasol wide open. He fires. The rebound by Peeler.
Look, when the defense leaves the mid-range open like that, you got to punish it, or they'll keep letting you shoot it. A specialty of KG's, the lob slam.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Timeout called for Memphis.
Everyone take left. The Clippers are hanging together. Billboard and Asuna Hansen.
So it's the Grizzlies now. Pass to Wright. Back to Knight. Over Strickland. The Grizzlies with another miss.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Gill. Shot clock at 6. Strickland passes to Trent. Here's Gill. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And finished off by Gasol.
One of his specialties on display there. A nifty lead pass.
We've got 1:55 left in the second quarter. Trent, a screen on Knight. Here's Strickland. Money from the wing.
Superb ball control. Very patient, waiting for things to develop in pick and rolls. That's good work.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Gasol. Here's Person. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knight for three. Rebound, Minnesota.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Here's Knight following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Right, left side. Good work defensively by Trent. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Pass to Slater. Here's Gill. Three-pointer. Grizzlies with the rebound. Gasol's got 7 rebounds in the game. Knight kicks to Gasol. Back to Knight. Good, and the assist that time by Gasol.
When you get a look that close in, it is a great possession.
Here's Strickland. Pass to Slater. Here's Gill. He's covered by Person. Pulls from the top of the key. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back to the action in just a minute. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What can you say? Lee, an impressive effort here today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And there's the drive. Fires from deep. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Knight passes to Wright. Battier outside. Pass to Person. Gasol, a screen on Lee. Outside, Gasol. Battier for 3. The rebound by Garnett. Minnesota shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Zerbiak passes to Lee. He gets that one. Lee's got 20 points.
Boy, he's had a solid performance at the offensive end. Rock solid, providing that stability.
Knight looking for an opening. Pass to Wright. And the layup's good off the glass. Wright's got 6 points. So it's the Timberwolves now. Hudson the pass to Lee. It's Garnett on the wing. Over Gasol. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Hudson. No scoring in this one. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Lee outside. Beyond the arc. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. And it's now 23 points for Clutch. Knight with it. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. They set the screen to the inside. And now here's Lee. The fast break opportunity. And Lee with the stuff.
Yeah, you know, he just took off in transition and gets there to finish off the fast break strong.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Outside Gasol. Excellent D there from Garnett.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Serbiak. He's got 5. Pass to Hudson. Latre. It's rebounded by Memphis. Wright's got 5 rebounds tonight. Person kicks to Gasol. Battier outside. And they double up Gasol. Clock at 6. Outside Knight. Three-pointer on the way. Kevin Garnett grabs the miss. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Inside. Pass to Hudson. Fires the 3. And Wright pulls it down. Wright's got 6 rebounds here tonight. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Person. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And it's slammed in by Garnett.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
Here's Battier following the score by Kevin Garnett. Right down low, guarded by Jackson to stop the drought, and it's in off the backboard. Wright's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Garnett the pass to Serbiak. And here is Lee. He's covered by Person. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I like how he drew contact and got the foul in the act. Smart play.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific, doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
And so he makes both from the line. And here's Knight. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Pass to Person. In the corner, Battier with it. Here's Person, covered by Lee. Right side. Back to Gasol. Over Garnett. It's Gasol missing. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Battier against Hudson. To the paint. And the dunk by Jackson.
Finishing things off there with a dunk.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's Brandon. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And, you know, the length KG has creates problems for defenders, which is why they often foul him inside.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
Really hard not to respect the tremendous impact Garnett has on both ends of the floor. He plays with tremendous intensity in all situations and never gives you less than 100% effort.
And both free throws good from Garnett. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And here is Knight. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Smith has checked in. Here's Minnesota. They're on a 15-4 run right now. It's Trent on the wing. Pass to Garnett. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
And it's Wright missing. For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Pass to Peeler. Six on the shot clock. Trent, a screen on Knight. Brandon, no good on the three. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir. And another miss by Memphis. Minnesota's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Pass to Garnett. Here's Peeler. Now here is Smith. He's guarded by Knight. And here's Trent. And he slams it one-handed.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Oh, great job of recognition, finding the open man.
Here's Brandon. Garnett with a screen on Knight. Brandon the pass to Garnett. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
And so far, Garnett has dominated this game, getting to his spots and executing.
Grizzlies have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Here's Person. 5 points in the game. Pass to Swift. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Knight. Rebound by Smith.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Here's Peeler. Count it.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Now here's Knight. Here's Swift. Pass to Person. Knight in the corner. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Trent.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Person kicks to Battier. Outside Knight. Here's Swift. Defended by Trent. Swift, no good. Minnesota's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Peeler passes to Trent. Timberwolves passing it around. Garnett with a screen on Knight. Plenty of space. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here's Swift. Scoreless thus far. Wright with a screen on Trent. Garnett with the steal. Pass to Peeler. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Nice job working that ball inside, putting the onus on the defense.
The Timberwolves shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Both teams will make substitutions. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. There's 1:26 left in the third. Memphis has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Gasol dishes to Watson. Back to Gasol. And finished off by Gasol.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him. But again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
1:03 left to play here in the third. Here's Brandon. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
2 shots.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him. And so he hits both. And for Memphis, they're shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. Watson the bounce pass. Here's Giracek, and the layup is good. Giracek's got his first bucket of the night.
And, you know, I'm not quite sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave somebody like him uncovered.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Strickland. Here's Brandon. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Here's Giracek. With 1 on the clock. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Minnesota on top, just dominating this one. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Now, here's Watson. Pass to Gasol. Minnesota with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Watson. Pass to Giracek from outside the arc. Rebound by Serbiak. The Timberwolves shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Here's Brandon. He's covered by Watson. Brandon the pass to Lee. Buries it from three-point range. Lee's got 30 points.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And so it's Memphis with it, following the 3 by Minnesota. Here's Giracek. Rebound by Smith.
That one hurts. Point-blank range, you've got to capitalize on it.
That's a 2 from Lee, and the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Gasol's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Watson. Here's Owens. Good-looking screen by Gasol. 6 to shoot. The Grizzlies with another miss.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
On the wing, Jackson. Now here's Lee. The Grizzlies pull it in. Gasol's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Lob pass to Gasol. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Here's Brandon after Pau Gasol's bucket. No good from Lee.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Now Watson. Pass to Giracek over Lee, and that one's good. Giracek.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Brandon. On the wing, Lee. Wide open look. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Watson, the pass to Swift. Now, here's Watson. Not a lot of room. Pass to Swift. Now Gasol. Guarded by Jackson. There's Lee with the 3. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Grizzlies have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Watson with it. Pass to Giracek. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Minnesota shooting in the fourth quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. Here's Brandon. Smith against Gasol. And it's Smith missing. Memphis has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And Watson has it in the corner. Pass to Gasol. Over Smith. Got it from 16 feet. Gasol's got 20.
Capitalizing from that mid-range. I love seeing him go to work in that area.
Jackson with the screen. Lee outside. To end the drought. That one doesn't go. And it's Watson with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. And that one's good. Giracek.
Great execution to get a look at the rim.
The Timberwolves shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Pass to Zerbiak. All alone. A rebound by Gasol. Gasol's. And here's Watson. And here is Gasol, covered by Smith. A nice shot by Gasol.
You can see it in his eyes. He is in the zone tonight, scoring with ease.
Minnesota's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Down low, here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Memphis.
Grizzlies have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Now, here's Watson. Pass to Giracek. Here's Swift and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
You cannot doze on Swift. When you don't box him out, he'll make you pay.
The Timberwolves shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%. And here is Serbia. That shot off. Good D by Gasol. Now Watson. Left side Gasol. Good. Gasol's got 10 points here in the second half. Here's Brandon. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now the Grizzlies with it. A 14-2 run over the last bit. Pass to Wright. Back to Knight. Person kicks to Battier. Gasol passes to Wright. Memphis moving that ball around. 4 on the clock. Knight for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Lee passes to Hudson. Back to Lee. Garnett outside. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 16th rebound on the night. Battier outside to the middle, looking for Gasol. He gets it there, and a missed layup.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
And I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
Now, here is Battier. Pass to Gasol. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
Now here's Jackson. Out to the wing. Pass to Hudson. Lee outside. They need this one. Rebounded by Battier.
Well, another 10-cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
Here's Knight. Gasol setting the pick for Knight. Back to Gasol. And finished off by Gasol.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Minnesota's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. A nice shot by Hudson.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
1:58 left here in the fourth quarter. Outside Gasol. Back to Knight. Wright sets a screen for Knight. Over Hudson. Minnesota with the rebound. Jackson's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And I felt like by making those sharp in-game adjustments, they've really taken control of this season series now. This win will move them to 2-0 on the season with 2 left to play against the Grizzlies.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kevin Garnett.
Boy, he was a man-child menace on the boards. outworking everybody. Boy, that's a tone setter for this team, too.
Now here's Garnett. Outside Jackson. There's Lee with the three. And Wright pulls it down. Outside Knight. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.